What's up, guys? It's Wildside Ryan21 here, and I've got to bring you this amazing review on two incredible, very old Hornby train sets, which you cannot buy anymore. So what we've got though here in front of me is this one is local freight, and then this is my latest model I've got, the Rambler. But don't get confused with the Highland Rambler set, which I did do a video of it a few months ago, or a few weeks ago. Which we all know is this one. But we're not focusing on Highland Rambler. Oh no. Just focusing on the Rambler bit. So what we'll do first is we'll look at both of their boxes, and then we'll take a look at both sets. So the first one we'll have a look at is Local Freight's box. But now, look at this. Just look at this. Just look how old it is though. Just look at the box. Absolutely incredible. So like we know, it's basically, it's not the Hornby style packaging we see now. In this case, like I say, you've got the train on this side, the information down there. If you want to pause it and read it, be free to. And then the contents of what you get is on this side. And then the other thing you notice, it's called electric train set. But then this is the best bit. Is this. I have to do it from here because it'd be too big for the camera. So like we all know, this was how Hornby did their old sets though. So basically on the top, on both sides, and then on the bottom, it shows you the picture of the train, what it's called. So like we know, Local Freight. And then also has the picture of the starter oval on the track map. And then of course, like say, the train. So what you get in Local Freight is basically, you get, like we know, a 040 locomotive in green, which says Little John, a yellow 7 plank wagon, a blue 6 plank wagon with East Valley Scrap Co, and then a 20-ton brake van. Could you imagine it did weigh 20 tons? That'd be too heavy. And it's the same thing that we see on all the Hornby sets we see now. This picture of the trap mat, then all the trap mat kits you can get, and then all the accessories. Oh, just hit the Rambler. And that's it for the Local Freight box. Put it to one side. And now we've got to turn our attention to something very, very old. This was before Local Freight. The Rambler's box. Now look at this. Just look at that, subscribers. Now, because like I keep saying this also, the one thing I love about the Rambler's box is look at that background. Just look at that background. So like we all know, here we've got, which I presume is a yard. Here is a field. Down there is a train. And then 2 train lines. And then once again, the information if you want to read it. And then what makes this set very interesting is, if I can just come in closer, it even has the old trap mat. But that trap mat though you can see in the box, you can't even get that anymore. Because this is a very old set though. So like we all know with the Rambler, I'll do what we did on Local Freight. I'll flip it. Right. So as you can see, So the same thing with local freight. Picture of the train and... So like we know with the Rambler, you get a LSWR 04 locomotive, a red clothes van, a 5 plank wagon, which I don't even think I own. Don't even think I own a 5 plank until now. And then of course we move from freight to a 4-wheel coach. Or as I call it, a passenger coach. But what's different to this though from local freight is this. It's the box, the back of the box. So instead of having the track mat, because like we know this is a very old set though, because it had the very old track mat, shows you just all the track kits you can make and make it into a big layout, but you can't even buy these kits anymore. Because look at the last layout. If I just bring the box in, there you go, look at that. Massive layout. It's because also, because with this though, this mat, it has two level crossings, nearly like 3 loops, lots of side ends. It's just wow. It's just wow. But now, we'll turn our attention to the main parts. These bad boys, which are in front of me. So what should we have a look at first? It's going to have to be what we got before the Rambler. And another thing, I got these off Hatton's Model Railways website. Both great. These are both in great condition. They run incredible. No damage to anything you can see. It's just wow. It's incredible. Right, so what we'll have a look at first is probably local freight. So what we'll have a look at first is the Little Giant locomotive. And here he is. Let's look at him. But as I keep saying it, these are so basic. These are very basic models. But also what makes this thing really cool, let's look at the front. If I just come in closer with it, focus my camera. Just focusing it. Sorry about this, subscribers. There you go. Just look at the front. And then also the top of it's got white lining. But he is a really nice loco, isn't it? Tell me down in the comments below, subscribers, what do you think of the local freight locomotive, Little Giant? So we move on from the locomotive to its wagons. So the first thing we have here is the yellow 7 plank wagon, which I've got so many of these. But I do think I have got another one of these, which I think it came in the blue Highlander set. But there's the yellow. Just look how bright it is. Bright, isn't it? And all it says though is just 12. Oh, sorry. 12T there. And then number 13578 on the other side. Then it's got metal wheels. Apologies there, subscribers. My mum's dog is barking. Archie, that's enough, mate. Right. From 7 plank to 6 plank. Archie, that's enough, mate. Apologies, subscribers. He does bark all the time. You can't help it, bless him. Try again. We move on from 7 plank to 6 plank. Archie, that's enough, mate. Oh, I'll be right back, subscribers. Archie, if you want to go on the bed, go on the bed. That's enough. Sorry about that, subscribers. I apologise for that. So I'll try again. We move on from 7 plank to 6 plank. But if you are familiar with 6 plank, I do have one that's from the Santa's Express set, which I actually have done a review on. I did that 2 years ago, the review of Santa's Express. So if you go into my channel, it's called when I was called Ryan 19. Yeah. So again, this is the 6 plank wagon, which says East Valley Scrap Co. And it just says on both sides. And of course, the metal wheels. Isn't much to look at. But now we move on from wagons to this. The 20-ton brake van. Just look at that. Just look at this. Look at that colour. Thing is, they don't weigh 20 tons. It's just what Hornby calls them it is. But I do actually have another 20-ton brake van, which is here. I'll show you. This is the 20-ton brake van from the Railroad GWR Freight Pack. But this is in a nice, like, silver colour. And the only problem is it's got metal, no plastic wheels. And I think they have got the same roof colour. Oh no, they haven't. Local Freights has got a darker roof colour when the GWR Freight Pack's got a lighter colour roof. Well, there's your brake van. So there's Local Freight. But now we turn our attention to the Rambler set. So again, so now this is the Rambler's locomotive, subscribers. It's the same locomotive in Local Freight, just in a different colour, which I must admit is a lovely colour. And it doesn't look like a chocolate colour though. Pfft, if you want to train with chocolate, ask Percy from Thomas the Tank Engine. I think we all know by now he gets covered in chocolate because he crashed into a chocolate factory. I know. And of course also, from Thomas, the locomotive has LSWR on it. But there isn't much to look at. It's the same locomotive, isn't it? Just different colour. But what is different is it's the rolling stock. So the first thing we have is this closed van. Now don't get confused with the box vans which I've got. This is completely different. So look at that. Look at this. It's great. And also, this van does look so similar to what was in Percy's Chocolate Crunch. When Percy takes a train of, which was actually this type of van, but it was in brown and had the chocolate factory logo on the sides. But it's so nice though, it is. I do love this van. Best box fan I've got. And now we move on from the wagon, which, like I said earlier on, I don't own, and it's a 5 plank. Look at this. Just look at the detail on it. Look at the detail in that wagon. It's lovely. And it says W.M. Barnard, Carwin Forge Contractor, number 23, Worcester. Just in a really nice grey. And then also 23 on the front and back. And then we move on from freight to some passengers. with this, the four-wheel coach, which is in a really nice chocolate and cream colour. But I do love these coaches. They are so nice. So actually, I've got a few of these coaches. I've got one in blue. I've got two in blue. I've got another one in this colour, and I've got one in a really nice, I would say, goldish colour. I would say. Well, that's the coach. So that is the review of two absolute amazing Hornby train sets. So that's the end of the video, guys. So thank you for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to leave a comment down below, and also comment below what is your favourite set. Is it Local Freight or is it the Rambler? And also, most importantly, go and click on the subscribe button to my channel today, and go and subscribe to the other members of the Wildside crew, and we'll see you some more videos. Peace out, and goodbye.